back at this. So on the YouTube channel, I'll show you tomorrow, not today, but where I'm going to post it and how I post it, it'll say assignment 3, grade 8, and then it'll give you this worksheet number, assignment number 40. Right. Anyway, so that is 40. Done with that one. Let's go to this one. Yes.
I was trying to find the YouTube channel and I think I was the board short.
It's Deborah Shorak, YouTube, and I would add the word uploads. Deborah, D-E-B-O-R-A-H, Shorak, uploads, and then it should give you the list of them. All right, then let's do the number 13. I'll do it right next to it. Okay. So, do we have any distributing on the number 13? Yeah, so it's going to be this times that, and then this times that. Now, this is an interesting one here. There is a number here. Who knows what that invisible little number is?
1.
It's a 1. If you can't see a number, you can insert a 1. So this is going to be a negative 1 times a 10, a negative 1 times an 8. Okay. There was none in there? Okay, I'll send you down a little bit. You can get a bunch of them. Okay. But is it gushing out like you're going to pass out?
Yes.
Seriously? Okay, thank you. Don't do that to me. All right. Then, on this one, so we're going to start distributing. Negative 3 times 3 is what?
Negative 9.
It's going to be a negative 9x. And then we go back and do it again. Negative 3 times that positive 15. Negative times positive is a negative. Good job. 3 times 15 is 45. Good job. Okay, so we've distributed that. Now we're going to go to that second parentheses. Trinity, what are you writing? Okay, all right. So negative 1 times a positive 10 is a what? Negative 1 times positive 10?
Negative 10.
Negative 10. Good job. Plus then a negative times a positive x is going to be a negative x. I could have put the 1, but I really don't need to. Negative x. And then we're on easy street. Okay. Then we just have to collect like terms. So I always like to do my x's first. Who thinks they know? Well, okay, keep in mind, all we're doing when we've got minus pluses, it's same sign sum. Do we have the same sign? So we sum them. And by the way, I will put a number here. This number is a 1. So how many x's are there? Negative 9 and negative 1 is what? Same sign sum.
We're summing.
Yes, because same sign sum, it's going to be 10, and there's more of what sign? The negative. So you're right, it is negative 10x. And then, in fact, here's the same thing. Don't let your eye think that you're subtracting. Sometimes I put a little comma or whatever so I can see. This is a negative 45. This is a negative 10. Are they the same sign?
Yes.
So same sign sum. So I know it's going to be adding 55. And there's more of what sign? Negative. And then, all right. And then who knows what we're going to get rid of?
55.
The 55. And by the way, I'll probably have one with a double distributive as a bonus on the next test because there's only one more of them and we might just do it. The rest of them are going to be single. We can do it. Right. Then, so we're getting rid of the negative 55 by putting a positive 55. If I do it on one side, I do it on the other. Okay. And then, what did Mr. Tai do on Wednesday? Did he put up problems around the room?
Yeah.
And then you ran around? Yeah. And what do you do in speed rounds?
You solve the problem.
Okay.
Easy, simple.
Easy, simple. Okay. Does everybody participate? Yeah, wow, okay. Because I honestly, I don't have time. We have to work on the hard stuff. We've got to like speed it up and catch up a little bit, but I think that's awesome. All right, so this is going to be here, that's 10, that's going to be 9. All right, then over here it is negative 10x. All right, who knows what I can do with that negative sign right away? Change it, because I don't like negatives. I can't stand it. And if that's a positive, change it to a negative. By the way, from here, can anybody see what the final answer is going to be?
Yes.
What? Negative 9. 10 times negative 9 is a negative 90. But I'm going to go ahead and opposite of multiplication is a division. So x is equal to 1. It's an odd amount of negatives. It's going to be negative, and you're right, it is a negative 9. And we'll do one more of those double, and then I'm thinking you guys can work on your own. Finish anything up. So this is going to be x is equal to a negative 9, and if you don't find, if I had just a 9, but there's a negative 9 here, don't just say, oh, I'll just change my sign, because that means you'll probably get it wrong on the test. So we're going to cross this answer out, and I don't want to, I'm going to leave this double one for you, because it's easy, because it's all it's positive, positive. I want to go to an ugly one, like 9 and 10. Let's go do 9 and 10, and then I'll be done. Okay. Yes, here. Come get this, get a few. Why do you always take somebody? Why do you always take somebody?
It's because, like,
what if you took the elevator? It's right here. Nobody's going to attack you. Please give him Band-Aids. Okay. Is it Arturo? No. Armando. Could you go with him, please?
You call me Arturo from now on?
I'm so sorry. No, it's my fault.
Can you call me Arturo from now on, though?
I like that name. I like Armando, too.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So sorry. I know. It's going to take me a while to learn all the names. Okay. So who knows on number 9 the first thing we need to do? Trinity, what's the first thing we need to do? Let me see all your notes that you took. Did you put any arrows? I need to see when you're doing this. You draw your line. You need to do everything that I'm doing. Okay. So, and I heard somebody say it. Yes, we're distributing first. So we're getting rid of that parentheses by multiplying through. And Trini, you might want to draw these little arrows. That's going to help you figure out what to do on the next one. So we're going to leave the 22. What's negative 5 times a positive 6? Negative 5 times a positive 6. Negative 30. And we'll attach the V to it. And then we go back to that negative 5. Negative 5 times a negative 1. Negative times negative, you're right, is a positive. And 5 times 1 is 5. Okay. So we only had one distributive on that one. And then who knows what we do now? Starts with a C, O, L, C-O-L-L. Evo. There's only one V, so I'm just going to bring my negative 30V. But what do I have to do with this and this one? We're going to collect like terms. So 22 plus 5, same sign sum. What is that going to be? People help me out. I don't know what 22 plus 5 is. 27, thank you. Equals negative 63. Then, So now we have to get the v by itself. We get rid of the negative 30 and the 27. Which one did we get rid of first? The 27. Opposite of a positive 27 is a negative 27. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Draw this line to show your next equation that we're going to be working with. 27 minus 27 cancels out. And we're left with our negative 30v. Okay. All right. Then over here, same sign. What are we going to do with these two numbers? Add them. So same sign, sum, and I think that's going to be 90. And are there more negatives or positives? Negatives. I don't like a negative in front of my v. So what can we do right away? Is it KJ? KJ, what can I do with this negative sign? Yeah, change it to a positive as long as I change the other sign on the other side. By the way, can anybody see what that v is going to be? 30 times what will give us 90? 3. In fact, I'm just going to do this. V is equal to 3. 30 times 3 is 90. So that must be our answer. No, because we switched the sign. So it was a negative. We switched it to a positive. As long as we switch this negative to a positive. So let's see, is there a positive 3 down there? Well, yeah, right here. So we're going to cross out this one. And so v is equal to 3. And I'm going to do one more. Let me check the time. Right. And then we'll see how many you guys can do. Okay. We'll go ahead and do the number 10. Right. So right in front of this parentheses, who knows what's after that negative? There's a number here that I need to write it in, of 1. So we're going to distribute that negative 1 times 8 and the negative times the negative 7. So that's going to be 18x. And then negative times a positive, negative 1 times a positive 8. Addison, what is that going to be? Negative 1 times an 8? Guys. Negative 8. So negative 8x. And Addison, help me with this one. Then we go back. Negative 1 times negative 7. Very good. Positive 7. And then, so then we collect what? Like terms, which is the x's. In fact, this one's an easy. 18x minus 8 of them is 10x. Okay. And then what do I need to get rid of next? The 7. I need to learn all the girls' names because I'm not hearing them speak up. And then that crosses out. So we're left with 10x, which I could put closer to the equal sign. 67 minus 70 is 60. And I'm going to let you sometimes avoid this last step. You don't want to do it mentally unless they're positives. 10 times what will give you 60? So my x should equal 6. And make sure our answer is down there, and it is. Okay. So x is equal to 6. So girls and boys, I'm going to have you do as many as you can. We have just about 15 minutes. I would finish up this number 11 and 12 just to say we finished up that column, then go back and start on this one. And we might have a little time in class tomorrow. Let me see what the plan is for tomorrow. Oh. That's the next one. Oh. Those are too hard. 41. Oh, wait, yeah. The one for tomorrow is going to be this, which tomorrow there's not going to be any distributive. These actually be easy. So if you don't get it finished today, I think we're going to be able to finish this in class. But do as much as you can. Again, finish this last column and then start on this one. And you guys can begin.
Can you show us one of your videos?